Hello, Explora bookworms. Guten Morgen to all here in Frankfurt, Germany, to all our German friends. We're here at the day two of Frankfurt Bushmisse, which is also known as the Frankfurt International Book Fair 2025. This is 800 years old. Imagine that. This is the oldest and biggest and the widest, most prestigious book fair of all time in the globe. And everyone from all walks of life, authors, traditional and self-published authors, and even companies in the same industry come together here in Messe Frankfurt. This is the global stage of all the people in the literary world. They all convene here in the biggest book fair of all time, and we will never miss out our chance to also have the Explora books array of books be featured at the Frankfurt Bushmisse. And this is the reason why we're here. And today, we would like to, for day two, we would like to expose more stories from different walks of life. We have children's books, we have fiction, non-fiction, we have self-help books, an array of a lot of amazing stories that people would surely be interested of. And for sure, you will be mesmerized by the array of stories here at the Frankfurt Messe. We're located here at the Hall 5.1 D59. So if you're here in Frankfurt or anywhere in Europe, I know Europe, you can just travel from one country to another via train. Come and visit us here at Explora Books booth D59. Now today we would like to talk to someone and expose this beautiful masterpiece coming from someone, an American. He's from the United States, and he flew all the way from US just to come here and celebrate with us here at the Explora Books booth. And I'm talking about the author, Mr. David Tuttle, the author of Soul License Tips and Tales. Hello, David. Welcome to Frankfurt.
Well, Joel, good to be here.
Yes, I can hold this for you. Now, it's really good to be here. You've been here for how many days now?
About 2.5 days.
2.5 days. How's the jet lag so far?
Right. Not bad.
Not bad. That's good. And the weather is nice, right? I mean, it's cold, but it's not too cold. It's a perfect place for everyone to come together. And as you can see, this is a really huge stage, international stage for all your stories. And our goal is really to have more people know about Soul License. This is republished with Explora Books. Can you tell us about Soul License, your beautiful masterpiece?
Well, basically, it's a book that I wrote after being inspired by angels and guides to do that, or I would not have had a book. But I never intended to write a book, but they kept telling me through psychic readings that I got
Wow.
that they wanted me to continue to write because I'd written a little blurb on the web
Yeah.
about 12 years ago.
Wow.
But and that was due to three different psychics telling me to do something then.
Okay.
And then more recently, it happened again. And there was a book signing class or a book writing class
Wow.
that I was being sent information about. And the class sign-up period ended 2 days after my psychic reading. So I took that as the prompt that I should write this book
Yes. Yes.
and tell everything that I experienced over decades of spiritual happenings and and reading books.
And it's tips and tales. This is something that you did not just experience, but you are telling people about what the tips are and what the tales are. Of course, the stories that you have experienced, but the tips would be something that people can take away from. Now, what are the important meats of this book? What are those tips that people can take away from this book?
Well, the most important would be, and this follows my life, and they can draw their own conclusions through it. But the most important is that there's no death, and basically you can talk with your relatives,
Yeah.
or get messages from them in different ways. But license plates are one of the easy ways to do that, with letters, numbers, reflecting birth dates, and
So it's no accident, right? When you see something like a number or a set of combinations of numbers and letters, and you keep on receiving those messages, there is something beyond that. Am I right? That's
In fact, just when I was out running yesterday and I came back, and just before the intersection where I got to my hotel, one car passed
yeah.
and it had the initials of 5 people.
Wow.
My parents, my wife's parents,
Wow.
her deceased sisters and aunt on one license plate.
Wow.
So they're definitely here.
Yes. And they're telling us that they are present and they are there to guide you, perhaps.
Yeah. And that's as long as you're open to it, they'll always be there, and you can
Yes.
call on them to help you. Along with they can be spirit guides and angels.
Now, how can someone really know that this is the message? Because I think I asked you that question before, because sometimes it may, you may not get it exactly right away at that certain moment. How do you know that, is it based on feelings, or is it based on the occurrence that it happens in a certain time? How do you get those messages, and how do you know that this is it? This is the message coming from the divine, or coming from the spirits.
All right. Well, they can come to you when you're troubled and stuff like that. Can appear your numbers and can appear on clocks too, which indicate things. But they're basically, when you see them, if you recognize it, it's there. You don't have to get a feeling; you just know it's there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And sometimes you can feel that too. Am I right?
I don't, but I know it's.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When the spirits are near you, sometimes that happens. But these are just like calling cards.
Yeah.
They're little postcards from the other side. That's the letting you know that everything is fine. There is no death.
Yeah.
And they're with you all the time. That's
Yes.
just a very peaceful recognition. You don't have to try for it. You don't have to, I'm intensely looking for this. Just be open to it and see, just be aware of what your surroundings are.
Yeah. So it's about believing and really opening yourself up for this. Now, for those doubters out there, I mean, how do you convince them that this is true? I mean, does this book cover that as well?
Yeah. Well, the doubters basically can read the book and see where they can go wherever they want, because I give them lots of information besides just getting messages from the other side. I give you a lot of information on techniques, how to heal your body, how to be peaceful, how to relieve stress and things on that order. But the one of the instances, I know an agnostic read my book. I let her read my manuscript.
Yeah.
And she said I had her by the end of the book.
Yeah.
Because she said, oh, no, well, whatever, I'll read it. Because she was an English major, so I had her read my book. But so she and her husband were both kind of agnostics, and they got the message.
So you really have to heed to these messages. What happens if you do not follow these messages coming from the spirits?
Well, that's your loss if you don't follow them. You're basically on a spiritual path there to do physical things and spiritual things. And if you go off that path, you're not going to be too happy with the results a lot of times. You're not following. If you're not following your path, you'll get into trouble.
Yes, that's true. So the spirits could actually tell you or like warn you of something. Am I right? Like it could be an accident. Is that also possible based on your experiences, that the spirit could tell you to stop? And they often tell us about the burnt toast theory, right? If something happens within the day that it impedes you from doing stuff, like let's say a burnt toast, and it can happen to you, and it actually protects you, because if it's not actually burnt, then it could actually lead you to some more like in danger or in risk. Does the spirit also do that in your experience and in this book?
Well, it's my. There's no accident, so you can have all kinds of calamities happen.
Yeah.
And some of them may be planned to help you work on your spiritual path. Others, you're just so far off your spiritual path that it makes you slow down.
Yes.
If you break a leg or something, it slows you down. You can read a book,
Yeah.
you come back and you see, oh, yeah, I really need to look more into my spiritual path.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, things just don't happen out of the blue, and you plan your life on the other side. So it's when you come over here, if you head one direction or another away from that,
Yeah.
you'll be guided back by different things that happen to you. But,
What is meant to happen will happen.
yeah, yeah, and synchronicities and things like that. That you might think is a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's something that's meant to happen. You're meant to meet these people
Yeah.
or whatever, and have all these interactions
Yeah.
that help you in your spiritual life.
Yeah. That's very good. That's amazing. That's very eye opening and spirit opening at the same time, David. Now, if you want to grab a copy of this book, it's available on Amazon. Am I right? And there are still a lot of leading distributors that you can buy this from online. We have barnesandnoble.com and other leading digital bookstores. So if you want to grab a copy of Soul License Tips and Tales, and as what David said, you don't want to miss out what the spirit is trying to tell you. Am I right? This book is going to guide you in your spiritual path through the help of the spirits. It could be a dead grandmother. It could be your dead relatives and friends. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
And this one is full of tips and tales, tips that can help you in your spirit and in your quest, in living your life. So grab a copy now. It says here that Soul's License follows the author through his experiences with spiritual energy, spirit guides, psychics, and angels, allowing readers to come away with a feeling of hope and peace. Now, lastly, David, I want to know, you mentioned it here about hope and peace. It's something that's very elusive nowadays. Am I right? I mean, a lot of people are into a lot of problems and issues, and that's weighing that down on them. What would you tell these people?
I tell them to relax because it's going to be all right, regardless of how bad it might seem right now. They'll get through it.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to drop a bomb in your head and end it all, because there is no end.
Yeah.
Your life continues no matter what happens.
Right.
So it's just relax with it. Try to be aware, peaceful, deep breathing, meditation. And just be kind to your neighbors and
Yeah,
the people you meet.
that's true.
You can only affect so many people with your life. You can't be worried about what's happening worldwide and everything else, because
Yeah.
you're just send them love and light,
Yeah.
because everybody's on a spiritual path.
Yeah.
So it's all going to come out in the end, one way or the other.
Yeah, that's right. So what's meant to happen will happen, and it's just right here. Just making sure that you got that right. Soul License Tips and Tales. And does this talk about meditation as well, on how to calm them down?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
I've been using transcendental meditation for decades. I had a newspaper job and I was under stress.
Yeah.
I started meditating, and my wife said that my humor came back after a month or two. So
Okay.
that was good.
Wow, that's good. So if you want to experience that calmness, that peace, and again, what's very important for me is to really get these messages coming from the spirit, from the departed relatives and friends. You go check out this book, Soul License Tips and Tales. And the good thing about this book, David, is it's very thin, right? I mean, it's a good thing because you can read it in a day, in possibly 3 hours. You'd be done reading all of this and really take the wonderful tips and tales coming from the one and only David Tuttle. Thank you so much, David, for your time, and I hope you enjoy Frankfurt as you go around. And of course, as we connect you to people right here, we are also going to have a book signing with David Tuttle here, and the books are ready. But on Saturday, that will be the schedule. We rescheduled it to Saturday because today is a business to business event. But on Saturday, we're looking forward to authors, possible readers and customers who would really want to grab copies of the book. They're gonna come here on Saturday and Sunday. So thank you so much, David. And we're so glad to finally meet you. And for all our Explore bookworms out there, please do grab a copy of what's behind me. That's the Explora magazine. It's already available now. If you want to get a copy of this for free, you can drop by here at the booth D59, the Explora Books booth at Hall 5.1 here at Frankfurt Messe. And that is the Frankfurt International Book Fair, or the Frankfurt Bushmees event, to get copies for free. But if you want to grab a copy online, we're also distributing the digital copies of the magazine through info@explorabooks.com. That's the email that you have to send your request to, and we'll give that out for you for free. This also contains some tips for authors. If you are a new author, if you want to know how you can write your book and how you can possibly build a career in writing and becoming an author, you can check out the Explora Books magazine behind me for free through the digital copy. Thanks again, everyone, and I hope to see you here on day 3, 4, and 5 of the Frankfurt Bushmese, or the Frankfurt International Book Fair 2025. Goodbye for now.